YouTube what's going on. So right now I am in Chicago and I am making a load to Maryland, and you know, yeah, so it is a live load. Whilst the trailer is being loaded, so okay, let me find something to eat. Yeah, so I've made something delicious, and it is a recipe that other truck drivers too can try it out. It's not that difficult to cook, but yeah, so let's see. I've got my rice cooker, and so this is meat cooked with beans, and I sometimes eat it with rice, and but today I'm going to eat it with bananas, because in Ghana we normally eat it with plantain, ripe plantain fried, but since I'm in a truck, I cannot fry plantain in the truck. I am substituting it with some bananas. So these are the bananas which I will substitute. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so instead of spending money on the road and stuff, I decided to cook in the truck and eat some healthy food just like I would at home. So now the food is served. So as you can see, a piece of beef with beans and a ripe banana, and I'm gonna eat it with it. And it is a simple recipe which any truck driver can also prepare. It doesn't take much time. It can be prepared whilst even driving. This one, I was driving from one destination to this pickup place, and I just put it on pressure cook. It's cooked, and now here you are. Ta-da! Food is ready. So OTR driver, that's a day in my life. And let's talk about OTR as a company driver. Is it still worth it being an OTR company driver in 2025? Yeah, so far, yeah, it depends. But for me, I'm not making money as I had wanted to, or as I should, especially during the winter season. It was very slow because I was getting very short orders, and as you do teaming, yeah, so the money came, $500, and they deduct taxes, and sometimes you go home with $300 per week. But after the winter, things pick up, and normally it is between $800 to $1,000 per week normally. But yeah, so the take home is normally $800 to $1,000. But the most money that I've made being an OTR driver is when I started trucking. The first 2 weeks, we drove all over the United States. We started from Maryland to Chicago. Now I'm in Chicago. From Chicago to Seattle to California, Los Angeles to Tennessee to, it was like a circle. So it's like, yeah, so that was the first time I saw 1,500. Even that 1,500, the actual money that I got from the miles driven was 1,200, but it became 1,500 because I got tuition reimbursement of $250. So it all became 1,500 in total. Yeah, so had it not been the tuition reimbursement, it would have been 1,300. But yeah, I was very happy in the beginning because so far, so I'm just focusing on the experience and enjoying my time on the road and try to sleep well on the road, because it's very essential. So if you want the recipe of my lunch, it is beans and pork chops. But these pork chops, they are neck bone pork chops. So if you don't eat pork, you can substitute it with smoked beef. So these are neck bone but smoked, and I cook the beans first in a pressure cooker. When it is done, and I add the neck bone and I put it on a pressure cook again, and I add a little bit of seasoning. Nowadays I don't eat a lot of salt, so I add a little bit of seasoning and I let it cook, and now ta-da, it's ready. So let's talk about OTR. Is it worth it as a company driver? Okay, for me, I would choose original or dedicated account or local. But in the beginning, I needed experience. You know what I'm saying? I needed experience because the OTR, normally you just drive straight and you have a plenty of space to maneuver, to back. But fresh from school and you start something local and you're not very good at maneuvering and backing, and you drive in city, it's gonna be pretty tough. So that is the reason why I chose OTR fresh from school, and I chose team driving. So the pro is, you can get a lot of practice, and normally most of the road is just straight and you just drive straight. So it minimizes your risk of getting into an accident, unlike city that there are a lot of cars maneuvering, people running into the street here and there and stuff. So the OTR would give you time to get experience, and that is why I chose OTR. And it helps you to also know the United States, get to know different places in the United States. And the cons, if you are somebody like me who is not able to sleep, and you need, you have an issue with your sleeping pattern, and you are doing teaming, OTR is not the best for you. Because when the track is running and the road is rough and bumpy, it's pretty tough to sleep. So it is not easy doing teaming and finding sleep, unless you are somebody who can fall asleep anywhere, anytime. Then you will not have any issue. Let's talk about the money. So the money you don't make as what you would think you will make, and normally some people make good money. Some people in my company make good money because they stay on the road for long, and but I don't stay for long. So but even if the 1 week, at least most of the time, as I said in the beginning, it ranges between 800 to 1,000. That is the average. It can go above and it can go below, but 800 to 1,000 per week is what you would be expecting to get. Yeah, so just that you have to just put in your mind that you are just using it to get your experience, but yeah. And yeah, but sometimes it can get pretty low. Sometimes if during the holidays or the 31st of December going to the 1st of the next year, you will be sitting down without getting any order because they are closing the year and blah blah blah, and all of these affect your paycheck per week. And let's talk about so the paycheck. Yes, so the average is 800 to 1000 per week. And let's talk about how you manage to like the miles you drive per week. So normally you would drive around 2,500 miles to 3,000 miles per week. And when you are doing teaming, the pay per mile is 53 cents per mile for you both. So for example, if you guys drove 1,000 miles a day, so 53 cents, so 0.53 times 1,000, then they divide it between you two. So it doesn't matter who drove, you guys are a team. Whatever that you do, it belongs to both of you. So if you guys did 1,000 miles per day, so 1,000 times 0.53, and you divide the money, and each person gets half of the money. So the total miles that you guys drive times 53, and they share it among you guys. And let's talk about home time. So home time, you do every 1 week you get 1 day home time. So for me, for instance, I do 2 weeks on the road, so I get 2 days home time. But if you need more, you can apply for as much as you want, and you will be granted. So but normally you just have to apply 1 week in advance so that the trip planner can plan your route back home. So home time, just that when you are home you don't get paid, remember. So as a tracker, you get paid when the wheels turn. If the wheels don't turn, you don't get paid. So right now that I'm here picking a load, the wheels are not turning, I won't be paid. I will be paid when the wheels turn. So that is, so when you take home time, you go home, yes, you will see a significant difference in your pay, in your weekly paycheck. You will see that it will affect your paycheck because you are not working, you took home time. So you can take home time as much as you want and as many days as you want, but it will affect your pay. Okay, so is it worth it? Yes, it is worth it. If you need experience, it is worth it. But money wise, I don't know about other people, but me, for instance, I'm not making as much as I wanted to make. So my only problem is the money wise. So maybe in the future something local or something regional will make sense, and I think the money will be steady. Other than the OTR, the money is not steady, it goes up and down. Today you make this, tomorrow you make less, and that is not something cool. So that is it. So yet it is still worth it, but for me, I would choose regional and local. But when you are fresh from school, it's best to do OTR before you do something regional or local, because the OTR will give you lots of experience and you can use that experience to do your regional or local. Okay, so see you in next video.